Hello, welcome everyone. 5 minutes of faith and fitness. Well, today I want to take a look at the Bible and see how we can get fit physically and spiritually to serve not self, but to serve others. He said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." And I love this because it's our church, we go to church and the church helps those who are sick. We go there that we may be battling with our past or sin or being battered by something in life, and we go there, and it's okay to be there because we don't have it all together. I know I don't, but we wouldn't just go there and say, you know what, I'm going to just hang out and not get better. It's the same as going to the hospital. We go to the hospital. I know, well, my grandson Mason, he broke his arm. I was contributor of him breaking his arm on his trampoline, and he went to the hospital, and his poor arm was like dangling, and it was in a cast for probably 3 or 4 months. But I know he couldn't wait to get out of the hospital as quick as he could. You remember that, Mason? Remember that? When you were in the hospital? And there was Mason right there. And he had that cast on your arm. Which arm was it? This arm. It was the right arm. He had his right arm, his cast. But Mason, he didn't want to stay at the hospital. He wanted to get better. But could you imagine if someone was in the hospital and they just didn't want to get well? They just occupied more and more rooms. They just hung out and put their name on the room and go, they didn't want to take the instruction from the doctor. They didn't want to get well. They didn't take medicine. They didn't take any IVs or anything that they gave him. He just hung out in the hospital. That would be kind of crazy, right? And we see the same with Pharisees, where they were these doctors. They thought they were these doctors, but they didn't want to get nowhere near the infected people, those sinful people. But they wanted them to get well, but they didn't want anything to do with them. They didn't want to get their hands dirty with anyone, right? But I'm so glad that Jesus calls us, all of us sinners, calls us into his presence, and we are able to do life with him, right? Life with him. And I see the same thing inside the gym, where you see people, they come to the gym and they just occupy space sometimes and not knowing, not wanting to get better. They have the instruction. They know exactly what they need to do, but they just hang around. Wouldn't that be just a shame of you, or you had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and you just came and sat on the bench at our gym and listened to the coach's instructions, but just sat down and didn't do anything about it, right? We're called to go out, get well, and go outside these 4 walls, because we're sick. We are broken. We are battling with things in our lives, and we need a physician, and the greatest physician is the Lord Jesus Christ. Mason, what's your favorite Christian song?
All of them, except for one.
What? What's your favorite one? Just tell me. Waymaker?
I don't have a favorite.
All right. What's your...
Well, no, my favorite is Scars in Heaven.
Scars in Heaven.
Because it reminds me of who died.
Who died?
Ryan and Grandpa Norm.
Awesome. In the mouth of babes, God will do amazing things through us. I know for me, it's just listening to those things that he's pointing out in our life. So we need a physician. We need Jesus in our lives. And so go out, make a difference. God will show you more and more things of what to do in life if we just are inclined and in tuned to what he's saying through his word. God bless.